Hey, the club is
almost going live.
And we're live. Are we going to get this? Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. I was just reading some of the comments that you guys have already thrown down there. So today is our last show of this school year.
We're live, yeah. It just went live. Yeah, they gotta like warm it up a little more.
Maybe Miss Hagan should come in and do a little.
Like, Mrs. Hagan is more of a behind the scenes person when it comes to YouTube. Oh, the Drennans. Great job, teachers and parents. And students talk about that. Wait a minute. Parents, you did a great job. Don't worry about it.
What else do we got? Other comments?
Yeah, go ahead. You read them.
Miss Webb. Hi, Miss Webb. To my 6th grade students, I wish you the best at the middle school as always. She's there to love you. Miss Bellotti, hope everybody's safe.
I just want to thank my neighbors real quick because once again, someone has started mowing their lawn. That's going live.
Why not?
What else do we have?
Miss Maldonado, thank you. Students, teachers, and faculty did a great job. Toscano, great job. Teachers and parents, congratulations to all the kids moving on. These are a lot of stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Mr. Sharp, thanks again for Mr. Lerner, Miss Hagan, the whole staff for rocking it. That's awesome. Thank you so much for those kind words.
Did you get Isabella Fernandez? She misses all her teachers. 6th grade, here she comes. You're going to do great.
Lots of nice comments coming in as we kind of finish up here.
Thank you. Alma teachers are the best. Yes, they are.
They are. They are the best.
Oh, Mary. We're staying safe.
Yes, we are. Okay, 75 people on. Would be a nice record for our last day.
77.
I think if you were in front, they'd get me.
I think that you guys, did you hear that Mr. Lerner is doing a somersault during today's broadcast? I thought I just thought it in my head, but I must have told someone that so many people have logged on to watch this. Guys, the kids didn't pay this close attention when they were in school, but now that it's on YouTube, fully watching. Oh, hi, Clarissa Hill. Thank you so much, teachers and parents. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Moving on to the next grade. Oh, Nevaeh can't wait until we can't wait to see her.
All right, should we get going?
Let's get started. Go ahead.
So obviously, this is our last show for the school year. We're excited. Like, this has been fun for Mrs. Hagan and I to get together on Friday and do some live.
It's Thursday, Mr. Lerner.
I know, but it's
Thursday.
So today's going to be a little bit different. We have a few things that we're going to talk about and do. Please keep commenting on the side. If there's anything you want to share or add, we'll try to get to them as we go through.
Mr. Lerner likes me giving him a thumbs up.
I do like thumbs up. And that's why I thought if Mrs. Hagan was here, we'd get more thumbs up. But we should be good. So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all of the parents and students. All of the work you guys have done through the whole year has been great and outstanding. I know the last quarter was a little bit different, but we're really appreciative of everything that you guys have done this year. And while the school year is over and we didn't really get to see everybody the way we wanted to, we know that we're going to see everybody coming back in the fall at some point to talk about what we're doing for the beginning of the school year. So a couple of things that we're going to do. The first thing that we're doing is a little bit different. The last 2 weeks, we celebrated our 2 Scotty Award winners, Sammy LaBarbera and Juan Benitez, and they did a fantastic job of coming on offering advice. If you haven't watched them yet, Mrs. Hagan, can they go back and watch the other ones?
Absolutely. Go. All you should do is subscribe to my channel,
and
youtube.com/Stephanie Hagan, and you get all the updates, and you can go ahead and if you ring the bell, you can click to get notified immediately as soon as we go live.
Oh, wow.
Because I can't think of anything more entertaining than that alert popping up on your phone. But you can go back, you can look at my channel, and there's all the raffles and announcements are all on there.
So let me ask a question. If in the middle of the summer you and I decided to just do a live show randomly and they were subscribed,
they would know.
They would know that we were doing a live show. Oh, my goodness. That's outstanding. But anyway, so the last 2 weeks we talked to 2 Scotty Award winners. And today, our first session is we are going to ask questions and interview Mrs. Hagan.
Who did not win the Scotty Award while she was at Elmwood.
No, but we do have a teacher that has won the Scotty Award, did we not? Miss Caputo.
Oh, Mrs. Caputo, she just left. She's dropping off cookies to our 5th graders.
But
well,
former Scotty Award winner.
You know what? If I had known that, I would have made her stay, and then we could have just interviewed her, and that would have been great.
There we go. So we're just gonna have 3 simple questions for Mrs. Hagan because the last few weeks she's been putting me on the spot. So today she gets put on the spot. Look at lots of shout outs to all of our teachers.
Some shout outs when I'm getting ready here because a lot of people are shouting out. So
Mrs. Campbell, Mrs. Anderson, thank you so much. Lots of highs from Miss Braglia. Thank you for all the teachers, especially Miss Daniels, Miss Romano, Miss Anderson, Miss Campbell. They love everybody. Hi, Kelly. Miss Thibodeau, I won it too when I went to John Mills. We got 2 Scotty Award winners. I did not know that. You did not tell us that.
Oh, okay. So, Miss Thibodeau, run over here real quick. You know where I live? At Elmwood School West here, and we'll interview you.
There you go. That would be nice.
Let's ask her a question, and she can answer it on the chat.
We can do that. Miss Thibodeau, I need some advice for some of our kids that are leaving us. Give us some advice. Shout out to Miss Horvath from Miss Batiste. Thank you. Evan said he's going to miss you. That's awesome. Hi, Max. Hi, Michelle. No, she can't. Oh, okay. Well, we'll let Mrs. Hagan do the talking today.
Give us some advice, Miss Thibodeau.
All right. So the first question we're going to ask is a really easy one to Mrs. Hagan, and maybe you know the answer to this. I wonder what Mrs. Hagan has been doing during all of this time during the lockdown. So what have you been doing, Mrs. Hagan?
Okay, so Mr. Limmer actually did not give me any time off.
Nope.
So I've been planning for next year. I'm a full-time YouTuber now, and I do get all of our announcements ready.
Yeah.
Pretty much my main job every day. My family gets to listen to the announcements as a consequence about 15 times every morning. So that's fun. What else have I been doing? I started riding my bike for some exercise. And by riding my bike, I mean mostly waving and seeing all my friends as I drive through the neighborhood. And I've also been cleaning my house and reading a lot of books because I'm in school too. And just like you guys, my college that I go to had to switch to e-learning. So now every Tuesday night, I have to go on the computer for class. And I agree that it's much harder than being there in person, which I miss all my classmates. So I get how you guys are feeling. Okay.
Second question. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but Mrs. Hagan went to Elmwood.
Yeah.
She was a student.
Yeah.
And so every time we ask Scotty, well, shout out to some of your teachers. So Mrs. Hagan, do you have a shout out to any of your former teachers?
Oh, sure. Should I just go right down the line? I'd like to shout out to Mrs. Rosenbush, who was my PM kindergarten teacher. And I had Mrs. Rosenbush in what is now Miss Feldman's room. So that was my kindergarten classroom. And then I went to room 103, and I had Mrs. Dahmer for first grade, and she was fantastic, and she taught me how to read. So thank you so much for that. And now she works at Elmwood as a substitute, so yeah. I'm super lucky. And then I had the same teacher for 2 years. I wasn't held back, much to your surprise, Mr. Leonard. We did something called looping. So I had Mrs. Davis in what is now Miss Runge's classroom for 2 years in there. And I had that was 2nd and 3rd grade. And then some of you will know for 4th grade, I had Mrs. Kirsch, who just retired recently, Mrs. Benneke's sister. And then I went on to 5th grade, and I had Mrs. Tation, who retired a few years ago for 5th grade, and that was in what is now Miss Romano's room. Oh, boy. And then for 6th grade, I had Mrs. Beltran, and that was in room 210, which used to be my classroom before I came. I think she teaches somewhere else, but it used to, now it was my classroom right before I became the assistant principal. Is that all you want to know? Oh, wait, and I also had Mrs. Katrubas for 6 years. And so that was fantastic as well. And Mrs. Smeka was my PE teacher.
That's outstanding. What I noticed is there was a lot of themes of teachers retiring after Mrs. Hagan went through their classroom.
I mean, I wouldn't blame
pretty tough and pretty difficult.
Oh, yeah. Miss Breslak went to school with me as well. She's a former graduate and now Elmwood school parent. I'm going to be an Elmwood school parent in the fall.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Leonard, my son's coming to Elmwood. I don't know if I told you.
That's outstanding. Can't wait to see you, Jeff. And then our final question is really simple. Do you have any special messages or shout outs for anybody?
I just want to say hello to all the children. I miss you. Especially the ones that used to hang out with me at detention all the time. I miss you a lot. I'm thinking of you. If you need anything, reach out to me. Mr. Lerner and I are going to visit you at the middle school.
We are.
If you are in physical today's there, as soon as we get the okay. We're always watching you. Don't ever forget that. And I think that's it. I can't wait to see everyone when we come back in the fall.
All right. So that is our first ever episode of Getting to Know Your Assistant Principal. Pretty outstanding, right? So
this week, let's do some.
Oh yeah, let's do some shout outs. What do we got here? Prater, hold on, everything's going so fast. There's so many. Thank you to Mrs. Daniels, Miss Anakini, Miss Romano, Miss Marzilla, Miss Mayoni for all the work that they're doing. Kelly and Max just going back and forth. Love it. Mrs. Spellman and Mr. DePillo, miss you guys a lot. Miss Meacham, good to see you on here. Miss Radulak is back on. Thank you for the whole staff. You've done everything for my daughter who's going to the middle school. And then please thank the nurse. Yes, Miss Jursic. Thank you, Miss Jursic. She's done outstanding. And then Amanda, thank you. We'll miss you as well. And I know we'll see you guys around a little bit. All right. So the next session that we have today is Mrs. Hagan and I were thinking about what are some of our favorite moments from the school year. So we're going to talk about some, but if you have one, go ahead and throw it in the comments along the side.
I'd love to share some of that.
But I'm going to start with like the overall big things that happened that were really exciting to me. So we did our ever first ice cream social before school started, and we had a parent meeting, and it was pretty rough. We had a lot of kids. We had a lot of kids yelling and screaming while Miss Hagan and I were trying to talk.
We found out the microphone is not that loud.
No. So, and that was really one of my favorite memories. But that's the parents were like, it was awesome, and it felt terrible.
We have a lot of good information. We have this great idea so the kids play games in the back.
Yep.
Or we talk to the parents in the front. But per the usual, all the parents always turn out that it was a packed house, and I guess we're not as loud as we thought we were.
So, but that was the first.
That microphone, we need to do a louder one or some type of amplifier. Because somehow my voice is not loud enough. So after the raffles on Friday, I usually don't have a voice.
That's true.
On Friday because I'm actually screaming into the microphone.
That's 100% correct. Other things that were events for me. So the last day before we left school, we had an event called Shamrock and Reed, and I know we had a few parents show up. The parents that showed up just did an outstanding job. It was so great. We pretty much read to every single student, but because of circumstances that were going on, it became a difficult day. But we are excited to do that again next year, and do it even bigger and better than what we did this year.
Donovan says his favorite moment is seeing the shark play.
Oh, I love it. The walkathon is always fun. I mean, per the usual, we got rained out. And we had some people walking in the gym, but thank you so much. A highlight for me this year was when we had our Culver's night out. It was also my birthday, and Mrs. Hagan's cake. Yeah, so that's what it was.
It was and your birthday.
And the birthday. No.
And he wasn't there the day I announced you were 139.
I was not. Where was I?
I don't know.
I wasn't working. I took the day off for my birthday.
No, it was the day before. So no, you weren't there. And I announced you turned 139 this year. So this October is a big banner year. It'll be 140.
140.
And more neighbors are now mowing the lawn. Fantastic.
I think one of the parents' favorite moments and one of ours was the day before Christmas break. The Grinch and the Elf showed up outside of our school waving to kids.
Oh, they did.
They did. You do. I don't know if you saw them. You might have been inside somewhere.
I was inside.
But that was just a fantastic time and a lot of fun. So that's always great. We got a shout out. The first day of school is always fun.
Oh my God, it's my favorite. I can't wait to do it. Shout out to the PATT for all their hard work. Yes, thank you to all our volunteers.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And all of our PATT. You guys work your tails off to make sure kids have a great experience. And we thank you for that.
The other favorite thing I had this year is we were doing the White Sox bullying presentation, and I think it was our first, second, and third graders were in there, and there was some technical difficulties going on.
Tell them what the technical difficulty was. This is
They
what
did seventh
happened
grade.
what's
The
his name?
mascot.
The mascot. I'm supposed to know his name. Mr. Hagan is like Sox fan. So what's his name of the White Sox mascot? Someone help me out here. Come on, children. All comes fans.
Rocky.
No. Okay, so anyways, he forgot his jersey. So there was a technical difficulty. So it was caught on camera. What happened? What did we do instead?
So we were trying to engage the students, and so Mrs. Hagan and Mr. Lerner got into a little dance off. There you go. Thank you, Ms. Linsky. Got back and forth, and I won the dance off between me and Mrs.
I'm
Hagan.
sorry, Mr. Lerner has one dance move, and it's some kind of, I don't know what it is. Why don't you do it?
That's not true. Sammy taught me 2 of them 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so now he's
So we're
bringing-
good.
Can you do that one? It's like a kick with a
The Fortnite dance.
it's like a, no, he does like a fist bump.
Yeah, we're good.
From Jersey Shore.
So those are some of my school-wide memories that I have from this year that I just outstanding. I know somebody mentioned the Shrek play. Yeah, I know you guys had a good time going there.
Yeah.
And I mean, who doesn't? The raffles are just fun on Friday.
Yes, Ms. Webb, thank you for the donation.
Oh, absolutely. I know a lot of you guys are popping about the raffle.
Oh, Miss Olson, highlight was the kids versus grown up and the kids versus grown up musical, the 3rd and 4th grade musical.
I agree. Fantastic. Good job, Ms. Olsen. That was outstanding. So I now have some other little grade ones. So in 1st grade, I have a couple of things. So we always enjoy the fish visit from Miss Feldman's husband to come in and show us the fish.
I mean, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's great.
We love
Thanks
that.
for bringing those beautiful fish down.
We love fish.
I love when he brings them out and that's all the kids.
So then the other thing for 1st grade that I remember outside of we mentioned the Grinch, the raffle, the winter concert for 1st and 2nd grade was outstanding as well. It hasn't been mentioned yet, but those are awesome. And then the Thanksgiving feast that we have for 1st grade is always one of my favorite things of the year as well. So in 2nd grade, it's a weird piece. So we got invited to Miss Raimundi's class to look at inventions. And it's one of the things I remember this year. There were so many great
There
inventions
were
by
some
kids.
that I wanted to purchase.
Right there on the spot.
Michael invented one where the bag automatically makes itself. That was awesome. There was the Kleenex box one, and I apologize. I don't remember which of you guys invented it, but I stole the idea. It's like 2 Kleenex boxes connected, and then you can put the dirty Kleenexes in one and get a fresh one.
Outstanding.
It was brilliant.
Something we definitely need now. One of my favorite memories in 3rd grade was we got to watch the I Survived project and their presentation. And we thank both teachers for doing that. That was fun. I had a lot of fun watching those. 5th grade, or 4th grade, we mentioned the spring concert. That was absolutely one of my favorite parts. And actually, one of my favorite things from 4th grade is when they were in the lunchroom all by themselves, and Miss Blossom and Miss Webb would be so angry at them, and you'd walk into the lunchroom in the 4th grade and they're all staring at you like, oh my goodness, what did we do wrong? And then Mr. Bowen would walk in, Miss Brightman, and their faces were just angry.
Oh,
And it was one of my funniest things all year, when they came in, and you could just see the look, and the 4th graders knew they were, didn't behave, but that was fun for me, 4th grade.
There's always a second chance.
Yes. 5th grade, one of the things I really liked, Miss Anderson and Miss Brunavich did something with compost, and they created presentations and sharing with us about getting a compost pile at Elmwood, but we live in the middle of a suburb. I don't really think it's a great spot for a compost pile up there.
No, why don't you go? I think my son is crying inside. I gotta go check on him.
All righty.
I'll be right back.
And yeah, well, he's going to 1st grade next year. And then the other thing I have for 5th grade is long division. I was in Miss Anderson's class and Miss Brunavich trying to do long division. I needed a lot of help. So those are my 5th grade memories. We got a couple of shout outs, Miss Runge, Miss Meacham, Miss Kelly, shout out to every teacher because, and then of course Miss Meacham, they're loving you today. I love that. And then my favorite memory for 6th grade, Miss Hagan got a little close there.
My favorite memory is when in the middle of our live broadcast today, my son just lost his first tooth. So that's why we're crying a little bit of blood.
Oh, well, we'll be leaving here in a second then. And then sixth grade, honestly, the favorite part for me, sixth grade, was being in the lunchroom, having conversation with all the kids every single day. That was just fantastic. Being able to communicate and have fun, and we're definitely going to miss you guys for next year.
For April Howard, thank you to all the teachers we had at Elmwood. The fifth grade team made Scarlett's year incredible. And from Miss LaBarbara, shout out to the entire Elmwood staff who are amazing. And I believe earlier she did ask for you to show some of the dance moves, but I'm not seeing them.
Yeah, the program's not very
I have a shout out to Dr. Carrie Smith, who's our Director of Student Services, who asked us to keep it this under 20 minutes, and now this is going to be the longest one we've ever had. So shout out to Dr. Smith. She's probably not watching because she said she won't watch it for 20 minutes.
There you go. And then, you know, just kind of send off or you just sing the school song.
Is that like the final thing?
We're gonna sing this. I don't really know the school song.
He does know the school song.
But we're gonna sing the school song if we send you off here. But just some advice over the summer, guys. Just stay safe. Continue to reach out. Continue to do great for your kids, for your parents. I mean, and you know, we just.
Since I'm leaving, listen to this, please. Since I'm leaving Elmwood after 13 years, she's headed to Elm next year. She would love for Mr. Leonard to dance.
That is so terrible, Mr. Bidot.
Listen, I think that's a great idea, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate.
But I thought we were doing a school song.
Well, you know what? It's a very danceable song.
I'm gonna dance to the school song. All right, I'll do a couple. I'll try you a little bit.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Barbara.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, shout out to Miss Judith. She is amazing. And Mr. Bowman and Mrs. Danikini and Mrs. Hoffmeister. Oh, shout out to all the fifth grade teachers.
I don't know how to do the floss. Sorry.
You just had that one move. We'll stick with that.
Go on, move.
You guys, I mean, Miss Lynn, happy to sing this song. I don't know if you know this, but like Miss Olson is such a fantastic music teacher. I don't have any musical ability.
Actually, we've heard you sing the school song, and she's fantastic.
Okay, there's that.
Right,
so for one final time this year, cheers to Elmwood School. We hope you have a great summer, everyone. Here's the school song.
School song.
We are the Panthers, going to cry. Parents and teachers stand by our side. And we want to see what together we can reach success. We are the Panthers, let it be told. When we continue as we grow, we'll be wearing black and gold. Be all that we can be. Have a great year, everyone.